So let us look at an example of how to find the trend values using a 3-year moving average and a 5 years moving average. So if you remember the steps, what we have to do is, let's take the case of a 3-year moving average first. So what we do is we find the 3-year moving totals from the subset or group of 3 years. So for every group of 3 years we find a total and we place the total against the middle year of that group. Then you divide the total by 3 to get the trend values. So here what we have to do here is, so we have given the following data for these years. So your time value is nothing but your X value, and your time series value, which is production here, is your Y value. So your next column will be your 3-year moving total. Okay. So we have to take a group of 3 years and find the total and place that against the middle year. So let's take the first group, 1981, 1982, 1983. We know that 1982 is the middle year. So the total will be placed against that year. So 4112 plus 438 plus 446. What you get is 1296. Then the next group of 3 years, 1982, 83, 84. 83 will be the middle year. So your sum or total will be placed against that. So the values, you add the values, 438 plus 446 plus 454. What you get is 1338. Then the next group or subset of 3 years, 1983, 84, 85. 1984 is your middle year, so you add the values and the total will be placed against that year. What you get is 1370. So you continue until you are left with the last value. So the next is 454 plus 470 plus 483. What you get is 1407. And the next group of 3 years, 470, 483, 490, 483 being the middle year, so the total will be placed against that year. 483 plus 490, and what you get is 1443. And the last step is simply finding the trend values. Okay, the trend values, which are also the 3 yearly moving average. So remember, when calculating the 3-year moving average, the first year and the last year will not have trend values. So you divide 1296 by 3. What you get is 435, trend value for the year 1982. Then 1338 divided by 3, you get 446, which is the trend value for the year 1983. 1370 divided by 3, you get 457, which is the trend value for the year 1984. Then 1407 divided by 3, you get 469, which is the trend value for the year 1985. And then we have 1986, the trend value will be 1443 divided by 3, you get 481. So the trend value of 1986 is 481. So the years that you are leaving out are 1981 and 1987, which means you cannot find the trend value for these years. Next we move to finding out a 5-year moving average. Now it's up to you. You can calculate the values side by side, or you can draw new columns, okay, or you can rewrite the entire thing. But for 5-year moving average, whatever is convenient to you. So in case of a 5-year moving average, the steps, first you find a 5-year moving totals for a group or subset of 5 years. Then you divide the totals by 5 to get the trend values. Okay, let me use a different color for this. Okay, so you have to find the 5-year moving totals. So 5-year moving totals for a group, for each group of 5 years. So let's take the first 5 years. So from 1981, 82, 83, 84, 85. So we'll add these values. Okay, 1981, 82, 83, 84, 85, and 1983 is the middle year. Okay, so the totals will be placed against this year, or we can say you're finding out the trend value for this year. 446 plus 454 plus 470, and what you get is 2220. Then we move to the next group of 5 years, from 1982, 83, 84, 85, 86. 1984 will be your middle year this time. And you add the values. We have 438 plus 446 plus 454 plus 470 plus 483, and what you get is 2291. Then we move to the next subset or group of 5 years, from 1983, 84, 85, 86, 87. In this case 1985 will be your middle year. So you add the values, 446 plus 454 plus 470 plus 483 plus 490. What you get is 2343. So as we see here that we can no longer find a group or a subset of 5 years, so which means that we have found our last value, and that is 2343. So the last column will simply be your trend value, which is your 5-yearly moving average. Why is it an average? Because we are dividing the total by the period of moving average, which is 5, or another way of looking at it is we're dividing the total by the number of years. Okay, so here we have 5 years, and this is the total. So this divided by 5 will give us 444, which is the trend value for the year 1983. Then the next group, 2291, next group of 5 years, this gives us 458.2, which is the trend value for the year 1984. And the next group, we have 2343 divided by 5, which is equal to 468.6, which is the trend value for the year 1985. So what you notice is that we're leaving out the first 2 years, 1981-82, and the last 2 years, 1986-87. So what we see here is that if we are using a bigger or longer period of moving average, more years will be left out. In other words, we cannot find the trend values for some years. So if we're using a 7-year moving average, we'll be leaving out the first 3 years and the last 3 years. If it's a 9-year moving average, we'll be leaving out the first 4 years and the last 4 years. So that is how you find the trend values using an odd period moving average.